Good night, fellow punters from a very cold west of Ireland. Lots of frost about. Clock on the wall says 18 minutes past 9 on Monday night, the 4th of December. Back with a couple for tomorrow. When was I with you last? I was with you Saturday night. Fairy House yesterday. The results did not go our way. The only money we drew was off frontal assault. A lot of money from throughout the day. Ran a great race. Weight will stop a train, and weight sort of stopped him, giving a lot of weight away to the winner. Ran well enough. I will go through the results in a second. A shout out first to Chris Mallinson. Joseph Stevens is recently on the bus. Martin Doherty, Paul Williams, Hugh Basham, Abdul Hadi. I don't know where he hails from, but he left a nice message. And David Flanagan. I don't know if that's David Viano Flanagan or not. You're all very welcome. Hit the subscribe button. Few people think that when you subscribe to the channel that you have to pay money. No, you don't. So when you subscribe, it's free. Even I was talking to a fella in a neighbouring house today, and he pressed a subscribe button recently, but it was with a newspaper and you had to pay for it. No, the YouTube channel is different. You just hit the subscribe. I think you just have to have a valid email address. Correct me if I'm wrong. Thanks for the information left. I only read it today. I asked about I Am Maximus. Mike Martin, that would be in Clare, Ballyvaughan, spelled it out fairly correct. Thanks for that. He no longer is a novice, and he no longer is running in handicap races or graded races in novice companies. Gone out of that category now. Good win for him. I couldn't see that coming at that distance. Wait till I see. We had one horse today. Couldn't for the life of me know how it drifted out to 10-1 on the exchanges for a horse that I know it wasn't off the yard. For a horse it was bet before a half a mile or a mile and a half today, when it should be staying on as it was in its races always. I put up as well this morning percussion each way for the Beecher Chase. It was 8-1 this morning. It's into 6s and 11-2 now. I wonder, is that the bus money or what? The reason I put it up was we definitely know it's running in it, and it was placed in it last year. So I was hoping to, by getting 8-1, a quarter of the odds, that even with a place we're making a profit. Somebody as well asked me about the Pogue song. I'll sing Fairy Tale of New York the week of Christmas. Last year I sang for the week prior to Christmas, a different hymn each night. That's a hymn, really. It's a hymn to Irish people, every person at Christmas. So I'll sing that. And on that note as well, Christmas, I'll be going Christmas Day to Dublin. But in the week previous to it, when I'm singing those hymns, if anybody, I might visit somebody if they welcome me or want me. I want to maybe go to meet Stephen Pitt and his brother, and we'll sing a hymn together. Stephen has been very good with the weather forecasts throughout the year, and I know his brother has been sick, so I might head north one night if it was okay, and if any other person, bar Christmas Eve, when we're doing, I could do a video from their house if they want, and we'll sing a song together. Maybe somebody that's sick, and maybe someone that it might benefit. So that's out of the way. We'll just look at the results from yesterday. Bride's Hill was the top weight, give a great weight carrying performance. Just held on from Queen Jane. Queen Jane could be one we'll be on the next time. Rachel and Henry de Bromhead. Great ride from Keith Dunno, who's riding very well. Nürburgring, that was 3 in a row, but he got throughout in Listowel for a bit of RG Bargy. Picked up well. The Cavalcanti, someone told me that it traded 1 to 10 in running close to the end of the race. This was the great. I love these staying races. They give their heart. Frontal Assault normally starts off in front or close to the pace, and he actually started very close to the back, and he had to make up a lot of ground, and that probably was the difference. He had used up unwanted energy in that race. We had the Royal Bond. It was a bit similar to last year when Marine Nationale made a boo-boo at the last and had the speed to pick up and win it, and Farron Glory did the same. Now, if you take King of Kingsfield, we backed that before and it wasn't good enough to win. That ran a great race yesterday. But if you take that into account, that Irish Panther, which race am I on about? Oh yeah, Farron, Daddy Longlegs beat King of Kingsfield by, I think it was 9.5 lengths or something. So Daddy Longlegs could come into the equation now. I did say the night that Daddy Longlegs ran. I was very impressed with him. So as one we're going to watch it on its next run. Where are we here? I Am Maximus. I didn't think that would be 2.5 might be fair enough after winning the Grand National. There was a lot of money for Sharjah throughout the day. The ground was too soft. I didn't think it was going to be as soft yesterday. It wasn't as soft the day before, or it didn't look as soft. But it got a very tender ride anyway from Townend. He wasn't our best friend over the weekend. Tiupo did what Tiupo likes to do. He stays very well on soft ground. Beat Honeysuckle last year, and Perret Passe done the same. But the horse take out, and I thought, was Ashrow Diamond, rated 140, 20 pounds inferior to the two bucks, and beat Zanahir, who was rated 156, and Buddy won 152. Thrashed them like. Was only 12 lengths behind. Like she'd be short. That's a real bus horse, because it was my nap for Cheltenham last year, but it didn't run. It was pulled out in the morning of the race, and some of the syndicate was awfully disappointed. But it won in Punchestown for us, hosed up. So wherever that goes, we'll be watching it, or we'll be backing it. It went from 12s into 7-2 for the Mayor's hurdle. Lossymouth is the favourite for it, but it could be a bit bigger with other bookies. The handicap hurdle. Common practice. I couldn't have picked it. Look at the horse that beaten or by our side that won for us a few times. Just if there was a race over a mile 7, that'd win. Anyway, on to tomorrow. I don't know what the forecast is or how we're fixed. There's an inspection that says at 7:30 for Southwell. It's heavy ground. There's the horse that we backed the last day, Hurlerontheditch, and he was winning well, and he fell at the last. But an awful unfair thing on the owners. He's gone up £10 for not winning. Like, it's easy for the handicapper to put him up £10. He's not paying the bills, but like, give him another chance at it, you'd imagine, and then put him up. But I suppose he'll tell you, well, I have to do my job. That was a novice handicap chase as well. This is up against seasoned campaigners. We'll have a quick look, and he jumped mighty in the whole lot of the races until the last.
to Rock in a Storm. Hurler on the ditch leads. Every single time David Bass has asked him for a big one, he wants to go bigger. Hurler on the ditch. Fabulous jump again there. Jumping beginning to crack a little bit, certainly for Pashakuti there in third place. He's dropped away very tamely. Farmer's Gamble inheriting third, but a long way behind the leader. Hurler on the ditch is 6 clear to How You Now in second place as they begin the turn back towards home. At least 7 or 8 lengths to Farmer's Gamble, who's plugging on into third place. Hurler on the ditch is really impressed with his attitude. He seems to just love jumping fences, and Hurler on the ditch now comes down towards the second last. Over that one in brilliant style as well. How Are You Now down at the second last. Unfortunate, he made a few little mistakes. That was a costly one. Rock in a Storm has moved into a distant second, but Hurler on the ditch at the line. Oh, he's down! He jumped the fence absolutely fantastically, but he crumpled on landing, leaving Rock in a Storm.
It should never have hit him there at all. He looked back sort of sideways with the horse did, I thought, as much as say, what the hell are you doing? I'm trying my best. But he's gone up £10. He will be favourite, but it won't be as simple, the fact that he's up to £10. 5 to 1 or 5 to 2, 9 to 4. That's Sageburg County, and even Ferrac. He's a good old hunter chaser, E10 Colino. But on to, I picked one at each of the tracks. I went for the Stein race here, and I went with Artisan Dancer. See Me Dance is the favourite, and Artisan Dancer was just behind him the last day. But he was back at the back of the he was, we'll say, 7th on the incident, the other one was 5th. He didn't sort of get a clear run, but he does like the surface, as he showed. He's rated what now? He's rated 70. But here he was in Lingfield when he's rated 65. It was 3 in a row for him that time.
Team Endeavour and Artisan Dancer have both gone on by about 3 lengths to Merhib in third, and after that in fourth was Scari down towards the final furlong now, and it's Artisan Dancer who slowly but surely has got on top. The Team Endeavour, who's now looking a little bit one-paced in second, and it's Artisan Dancer opening up here inside the closing stages and racing up towards the line. Wins easily, nicely ridden by Oliver Stammers. Artisan.
I went for a horse that likes the surface. He was 9 to 2. An each way price with 365. 9 to 2, 4 to 1. It'd be an each way bet. Fair Dinkum won the last day, but was workmanlike, I thought, over the track. There is one at there's money from there as well now. Urban Sprawl, he was 9 to 2. The distance I thought was too far from the last time. I was picking 2 each way private bets and to do maybe an each way double, but he was behind here he is in this race. This was over 9
as they
furlongs.
now enter the 2. Precision Storm, Urban Sprawl, only half a length down. Miss Bluebell staying by that rail, now just angling off it. Towards that far side, Civil Law is showing a smart turn of foot. Then in behind is Great Max. Now they enter the final furlong. Civil Law has gone on. Last year's winner, Civil Law, from Miss Bluebell in second. Then Urban Sprawl. They're not going to catch Civil Law, though, under Jim Crowley. Is pouring it on and comes clear.
8 furlongs suits him better. This is about 8.5 even. And he's drawn... What the hell is that? He's drawn low, isn't he? He's drawn 2. Danny Muscat get a good position inside. There is a 3-year-old there of Richard Hannon's. A mile will suit better. 'Twas second the last time at 7 furlongs. But I'm going for a more reliable one, I thought. Anyway. Oh, thanks to Kathleen Carey getting in touch today. She sent me a lovely email. She asked for it. And we will be seeing each other perhaps over Christmas. Congrats to St. Bridget's as well. They won the Connacht football yesterday. They beat Corofin. They were outsiders as well. I didn't back them. So it's Monday night. What happens on a Monday night? We sing a song. I don't know if you can see the changes that have come over me in these last few days. I've been afraid I might drift away. So I've been telling old stories, singing songs that made me think about where I come from. That's the reason why I seem so far away today. Oh, let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. But if I should become a stranger, you know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. I have moved and I've kept on moving, proved the points that I needed proving, lost the friends that I needed losing, found others on the way. I've kissed the ladies and left them crying, stolen dreams, yes, there's no denying. I've travelled hard, sometimes with conscience flying, somewhere in the wind. Oh, let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. But if I should become a stranger, you know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Now I'm sitting here before the fire, the empty room, the forest choir, the flames that couldn't get any higher, they've withered now, they've gone. But I'm steady thinking my way is clear, and I know what I will do tomorrow. When the hands have shaken and the kisses flow, then I will disappear. Oh, let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. But if I should become a stranger, you know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Bash the bookies, over and out.